So the Johari window is basically a tool to enhance your self and social awareness. And it is widely used in corporates, especially in the team bonding and 360-degree feedback mechanism, and utilizing the 360-degree feedback mechanism rightly for the development of the team. So it's a very established tool, so which states that you may not be 100% self-aware, and this is a fact, right? And you require a self-disclosure and 360-degree feedback, that is seeking feedback from the others to enhance, number one, your self-awareness, and number two, your social awareness. That is what people are perceiving about you. So it's a very fantastic tool, and this particular video gives a very, it's a small video, but it gives a very good explanation. So that we will see first, and then I will show, or I will give you some more inputs after the video.
The Jahari Window. The importance of feedback can be illustrated through the concept of the Jahari Window. The Jahari Window is a model created in 1955 by two American psychologists, Joseph Left and Harrington Ingham, hence the name. It is used to help people improve self-awareness and mutual understanding between individuals within a group. The Jahari Window consists of 4 quadrants: the open self, blind self, hidden self, and unknown self, which correspond to the relationship between ourself and others. The open self is the part of ourselves which we are aware of and are known to others. We operate within this area naturally. This is the part of us which is an open book. The hidden self is the part of ourselves which we feel are too private to share with others, because they may also be embarrassing in some way. People may also be scared of discussing these areas due to feelings of vulnerability. The blind self is the part of ourselves which we do not know about, but others can see. It may be something that we imagine ourselves to be, but others do not observe in us at all. For example, a person who thinks that he is intelligent may in reality not actually be seen by others that way. Finally, the unknown self is the part of ourselves which nobody, not even ourselves, know about. This area is often known as our human potential. This may include abilities that are underestimated or untested due to a lack of opportunity, encouragement, confidence, or training. Uncovering this area may lead to the discovery of hidden talent. Note that in real life, these 4 quadrants are never equal in size and often change over time. When it comes to leadership development, we often want to increase people's open area. This is because people who have a large open area are able to inspire trust, are approachable and easy to talk to, and are seen as people who communicate openly and get along well with others. Established leaders will have larger open areas than new leaders, and they should help to facilitate increasing the size of new leaders' open areas. This is done through 2 things: self-disclosure and feedback. Self-disclosure expands the open area downward, decreasing the size of the hidden area. Established leaders can help new leaders expand their open area into the hidden area by asking personal questions. Feedback, on the other hand, expands the open area to the right, decreasing the size of the blind area. This is where 360 feedback comes in. In this instance, team members should strive to help leaders to expand their open area by offering constructive feedback. Now you can see why feedback is so important in leadership development. Trust leads to better teams, which means a better organization.
So there are some pointers on the implementation. The concept is good, everyone knows. So the number one point is what to self-disclose, right? Of course, means we are not asking you to self-disclose some confidential things which will embarrass you or something like that. No, you need to self-disclose your broader goals in life, your vision in life, right? Your aspirations in life, or the things you are pursuing, right? Your hobbies. For example, many times how it happens, we meet people, friends in party, right? Or in office, we always talk about the office related work. So even in social gatherings, right? It is not necessarily that the topic is, say, related to knowing each other. People have perception. Okay, you are from this family, you are from this organization or business, fine. So they will perceive you based on their perception about your family or the circumstances and all that. They do not know that is what you are really aspiring for, what are your values in life, goals in life, desires in life, what exactly you are doing, what are your hobbies and talents. They don't know. So when you self-disclose, this is the thing you need to disclose. And also you need to ask people, that is, okay, you tell me about yourself. You tell me about your values or your belief related to this particular aspect. Like that, you should indulge into the communication, right? So what we do, we talk about some movies or some things which do not offer any value, of we knowing each other. This is what generically happens. I'm not saying every time it happens, but if we make a conscious practice of asking people these kind of, not very seriously, means no, you don't have to intrude their privacy. I'm not recommending you that, but I'm recommending you to touch on these particular topics. Now, based on the response, you will understand whether this person is comfortable with, this person is not comfortable. If you find that this person is not comfortable, okay, no problem. If you find that okay, person is comfortable, do discuss about these things. So these are the self-disclosure we are talking about. Why? Because before asking feedback, let people at least know about you. They should not have a wrong perception about you without knowing you and offering you the feedback, and then afterwards you are going to work on that particular feedback. So that particular the outcome of that exercise will be wrong. So if you really want that this Johari window principle or the process should give you the result, you first should self-disclose. Now, whom to self-disclose? Now, when we talk about the feedback, it is not the feedback only from the one segment of the people. You have to have the segments like your family members, different questions, because you are not going to ask your job related questions and the competencies to your family members, right? So depending upon the segment, what you discuss, right, as well as what kind of questions or the feedback you seek from that segment will of course differ, common sense. So for the family, okay, maybe the crux of the self disclosure will remain same. I'm not saying that means you are going to talk your values and the say desires differently with the different people, might not be, right? But the details will change in your self-disclosure depending upon the segment. Depending upon the segment, the type and the kind of the feedback you are going to seek also will change. With the family members, separate feedback. With the colleagues and subordinates or your bosses, separate feedback. With your teachers and mentor, separate feedback. With your generic friends, separate feedback. With your close friends, separate feedback. Like that, if you work on the segments and you understand this segment, right, knows me from this particular aspect, so I should ask questions related to that aspect and not related to the aspect wherein they are only going to guess, right? So this is the segmentation is the intelligent work to be done in this particular process. And once you get the feedback, you need to understand the trend or the pattern. For example, there is any extreme one-off opinion on both the sides, you have to remove it. The idea of this particular feedback is not to individually see, okay, out of the total 20 people of the 5 segments into 4 is equal to, for example, 20. Out of the 20, one person has said this. Oh, no. So don't worry related to that. Find the trend, find the meaning, find the pattern in what people are saying. That is your input. And once you get that particular input, never give 100% or the 0% weightage to that input. Give some input. For example, you have your self-assessment and you go for the 360-degree feedback. Maybe you will give 50% weightage to your self-assessment and 50% weightage to your 360-degree feedback. And the combination of that is who you really are. Why? Because many times, if with all the segments, still they may not know you 100%. And of course, in your case, you also may not know 100% about you. So the combination of your self-evaluation and the 360-degree feedback is what we are looking for in enhancing our self-awareness.